right, Vinod Patel, ladies and gentlemen. Vinod.
How are you? Yeah, thank you, Mike. Recently, I met 7 brand new people that I never met in my whole life of 76 years. And all of a sudden, I started feeling very young, unusual in my body, very young, very energetic, and ladies, handsome. I couldn't figure out what these 7 people have that I feel this way. I Googled and Googled and Googled and I cannot figure out. Finally it dawned on me that these are the most ugliest people in the world. And they are this lineup of stand-up comedians. And the fans like you. Thank you for making me feel this way. Thank you again. The other day I was boarding a Southwest plane and the British stewardess, flight attendant, was smiling and flirting with me. And she says, Wi-Fi on board. I said, my Wi-Fi right behind. I was reading the USA Today recently and I read that every 10 women, 6 out of every 10 women, they say that I have nothing to wear. And they say this once a week. Where are these 6 women? Because I would like to see them, interview them personally, starting Monday through Saturday. And on Sunday, I'll see my wife. I wanted to buy some cheap beer. So I went to right here in Kenmar Plaza, beer for less. I bought a case of beer, came home and opened the case. There were only 20 cans. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Beer for less. Then I went to the Ross store. It says dress for less. I wanted to buy winter pants, but I came out with summer shorts. Then I had a bag of potato chips laying on my desk. I couldn't resist but open the bag of potato chips and eat these chips one by one till the bag was empty. They are not Frito-Lay. Then why are they called Frito-Lay? The other day I went to eat Blaze Pizza. I was hired, but I was fired the next day. They are fast fired. Not only pizza, but people also. They found the weed killer phosphate level in the oatmeal much higher than the safe level. And that makes the oatmeal most dangerous serial killer. Recently, in 1987, that's like 32 years ago, I made 3 friends. Ron, Bob, and John. And we have an internal bet going on that who is going to go pass away first. And we are betting, but in 1999, I got into trouble and I went to India and I had a angina. And I had to be hospitalized. I went to see a cardiologist in Visakhapatnam, small town in south of India. He said, look, I don't have any equipment, I cannot help you, but I will put you in our ICU room. It's called small room, there's barely any room, but we'll push the beds and put your bed in, and there's a big glass window through which I can see you. I see you. That's the ICU. He couldn't help me, but for 17 days I was in the hospital. And then they finally released me, but on the last day, he was doing my EKG, and it came out straight line. The nurse was scared. I said, pinch me, I'm not dead, your battery is dead. Then only 8 weeks ago, I got into trouble again.
Hey Vinod, your microphone's up.
Huh?
The microphone turned up.
Hello? Yeah. Okay. Well, now the mic was dead. Anyway, then, where was I? See, okay, recently then, I got into trouble because I was doing, about 8 weeks ago, I was doing the stand-up and I couldn't talk. Friday. Sunday, my wife took me on a parkway because I had a chest pain again. And the parkway was so much jammed that my wife had to take a bypass. And I reached the Mercy Hospital, and the next day they gave me double bypass, open heart surgery. So I was lucky, I almost died, but I guess I still have a lot of jokes to tell you guys, so I'm back again. Then they heard in the hospital that this guy is a stand-up. The guy who's wheeling me to the operating table on July 17th at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm only there. And he says, I heard that you're a stand-up comedian. Tell me a joke. I said, what the hell? What timing, you know? At this time, he wants me to tell him a joke. He said, you are a stand-up comedian. I said, right now, I'm lying down comedian. Anyway, I told this joke that the other day I came down with a strange sickness and I was hospitalized and they couldn't figure out what's wrong with me. So they gave me EKG, ECG, EMG, echo, all kinds of tests. And the next day, they gave me EGG, EGG, EGG 3 times for breakfast. For breakfast. Then the guy, the chief surgeon came and he gave me a blue cap. They give you a blue cap to wear. I said, well, I don't want to wear this, but if I do wear it, I don't want to make myself look like you people, ugly people. Then he must have gotten mad. He cut me open and I opened my eyes 18 hours later. And I couldn't breathe. So I said, something is choking me. And this ICU nurse says, calm down, don't move. Everything was feeling like it was breaking apart. He said, it's not a choking tube, it's a breathing tube, but that's what makes me choke and die. Anyway, I have a few more jokes, but my time is up. So, I'll stop. Thank you.
What about the other 2 guys?